Alright, so what am I doing? Well, the people on YouTube probably know I'm playing this game called Cataclysm, Dark Days Ahead. It's a difficult game. It doesn't look that good, but it's very deep. You can do a lot of things in this game, like from turning yourself into a mutant into a cyborg and stuff like this. And the whole idea is to survive the end of the world. And how you do it, it's all up to you. And I just, like recently, I'm just gotten addicted to playing this game. So, to start the game, you just make a character. That's where it all starts. And I have yet to survive far enough to do the things I want to do in this game, because it's like the late game stuff to get all the mutations, or some of the mutations, or get bionics installed on your character, make a base, like a really good base with companions. Like, that's the end goal of this game, like be in a situation where you can just live comfortably even when the world has ended. And this game has a nice twist to the whole end of the world situation. It's not just zombies, it's like aliens and zombies at the same time. And it's like I think three different alien races have invaded, and one of the races is responsible for the zombie thing. The other one is like fungus or something, like some kind of plant-based shit. And then there was like these like sentient monstrosities that want to enslave the rest, like whatever's left, basically. So, anyways, the first thing you do when you make a character is you pick a scenario. There are a lot of scenarios. The first ones, actually the first one is the default one, which is the easiest. I might go for this. Other ones, these are like harder. Like, if you're really good at the game, you might be able to win at these. And the other ones are just different scenarios, just to make your life harder or easier. Like the ones at the bottom, actually, they cost us points, and that's the whole point. You can have a harder scenario but get up to 8 points, and we can allocate these points to our stats, skills, traits, you know, anything to make our character stronger in the beginning. And equally so, we can make our scenario easier, but we will not have as many points to allocate for our character. Now, this is not that balanced. So some of these are a lot OP than others. So I'm not gonna even touch these scenarios, because usually it makes the run really short. Like, I have not been able to survive for more than an hour in like these negative scenarios. They're just too harsh, even for someone who's been playing this for a couple of weeks now. Yeah. So after the scenario, which is the evacuee, so we start at like a safe evacuation shelter with one NPC, which we can possibly recruit to follow us on our journey. Can do that, and afterwards, when we have picked our scenario, we can go for the profession, and we can have only one profession, and these will give us mostly items and possibly traits, skills, and none of them give bionics. I think there's a few that give bionics, but I have not tried those. And you can get proficiencies, which will assist in crafting certain things. as this game uses crafting to make stuff like many other indie games. Yeah, it's a really common thing. But I'll go for just the default one, so Survivor. I think that this is like the most easy to understand. You get nothing, no special traits, skills, or any bionics or nothing like that. And you only get like a cell phone, a smartphone, a knife, some water, and clothes on your back. Okay, then like this character creation, I could spend like an hour just making a character, but then we can pick our background. So what kind of a situation our character is in or was in before this whole scenario. It's kind of like the profession, but you can have multiple backgrounds. So it's like maybe previous profession, who knows. So just like the scenarios, we have things that give us points. So negative background give us more points to spend, and positive background will cost us points. And I think a good background is, you know what? No backgrounds. We don't need no complicated shit, especially beginning. And then we have the stats. So these are like the main points that, you know, like strength affects our health, carry capacity, and our damage with our like bashing weapons. Dexterity is like, not sure. It's like, I think we hit more, we have a higher hit chance, like it says. And for enemies, we can like hit our targets, and then the target itself has a penalty to dodging our projectiles, so we will hit our enemies more consistently. And range penalty of 6, I think we always start with -6, and it goes down the more dexterity we have, which I think, I'm not sure what it means though. I've not checked, but it probably has something to do with like if you're firing from really far away, like with a gun or a crossbow or whatever weapon you have, it's probably gonna like increase the penalty the further you are. And intelligence, in this game you can get skills from reading books, so you can increase the read time, or in this case it would decrease the read time if you increase your intelligence. And it would also give you a crafting bonus, which probably means that it's faster. And the last one is aiming penalty. Actually, I don't know. What is the difference between ranged penalty and aiming penalty? I have not figured that out yet. So, yeah, it's... I think the safest option would be to just go for strength and intelligence, because these are the most straightforward stats. Right. Then we have traits, so even more shit to worry about. So what are traits? Well, they cost points, and they give us slight bonuses or slight negative traits, and we get points from negative traits. And yeah, the same thing with this too. So actually I'm going to take some traits, because I'm gonna try for a I'm gonna try to get mutagen really early, because then I can get stuff that increases my survivability. But with mutagen, I think the problem is that you can get really shitty mutations, like some really bad stuff. So this would prevent that, or at least make it less likely to, you know, make us like a horrible monster. But it costs 3 points, so we have to take something from the actual negative traits, and we only need to balance 1 point, because all the points are shared somehow. There's like some kind of math equation there, how the points are shared. Not sure how that works either, but when it's red, that basically means you can't continue, you have to fix it. Like if we take 1 point to clumsy, it's gray, which means that we're fine. And we have 2 on the right side, so we can spend 2 points somewhere else. It's kind of weird. It has something to do with this stuff on the left. I think, yeah, I think the middle point is for traits. The left one is for scenario and profession. And the right is for stats and skills. Yeah. No, the right one is for stats. What is this for then? So this is for... This is the right. Okay. I see. So it's complicated, but the main thing to just understand is that when it's gray, we have points to allocate. When it's gray and when it has a number on the right side of the equation mark, we have points to spend. And if it's red, we gotta balance shit out. So let me just fix this real quick and get the robust genetics. And I took a negative trait. Actually, there are better ones. I took a bad one. I think I took clumsy. Clumsy, which is it's not that good, because we are more likely to get seen or heard by hostile forces. So what I actually want to take for negative traits is squeamish. Basically, you can't put filthy clothes on, which is not a problem, because we can wash the clothes. And the truth teller, this is pretty like, who needs to tell lies? Like, it's a free point for me, basically. And another one I sometimes pick is a bad back, because the only negative thing is that you can carry less, and it's not that bad, in my opinion. So we're left with 6 on the right side. So I think we have to spend the rest on either stats. We can spend 2 of the points on stats, or we can spend all of them on skill. I think I'm gonna go for skills, because skills are good. So in this game, it's not, I don't know if it's just me, but I can never get mechanics. Like, this is the thing that usually kills my run. I can never get mechanics, and this is really good for fixing cars. This game has vehicles, and it's good. Yeah, it's good for car shit. Like if you wanna install something inside your car or fix your car, you're gonna need mechanics. And having a car in this game is like really good. It's one of the best things you can have. So I'm gonna have 2 points in mechanics, because the first point gives us 2 levels, which is almost OP, I think. Another one goes into melee and dodging, because it's really good. And I will go for bashing, because I will build a melee weapon that is specialized in bashing. So that's good. Unarmed combat, not really useful, because I don't have a fighting style. And yeah, not useful. Other than that, the rest, like the other skills, can be easily learned, like really easily. So I think I should spend the rest on like dexterity, and that's it. So we have a evacuee, survivor, with no background, stats of 10 on the 3. And what this means is like 8. I think 8 is supposed to be like your normal human, like just basic stats, like the common human. And this would be like a bit better, like maybe some kind of athlete. and 12 or something would be like Olympian level athlete or something crazy. We got the robust genetics, we want that mutagen route because mutations are really good if you have this trait. And some negative traits, of course. Some skills, and yeah, that's it. Enough of dilly-dallying. I go for a random name because I don't have the creativity to make one. And we can finally start the game. So 20 minutes. Took me 20 minutes. So this is what the game looks if you have a tile set. So it looks like this basically. You can change how it looks by going into graphics and changing your interface. I think the default one is this, Ultica. I think Ultica is the default one, and it looks like this. Some people like this more, but I don't know. I like the MSX one because it makes the characters look more expressive. They look like in the Ultica one they look like dolls, like those mannequins, and it's kind of creepy. So we're in this evacuation shelter. So the first thing I usually do is try to recruit this person. And oh, he says he's an asthmatic. So every run, or like every time the NPC generates, it has like a random requirement or a quest. And some of the quests are super easy, some of them are like impossible to do. And usually what happens is that you have to do the quest before you can even, you know, recruit the person to join you. Or it's very unlikely to get him to join if you don't do the quest. And this quest especially, you can't even get the person to follow you on your journey without doing it first. So hold on, I need to close the window. It's like World War III. There's construction or something happening on a weekend. It's really weird. So yeah, we gotta find a inhaler, and he gave us some advice. So, you know, a town, we can find an inhaler from a town apparently behind a counter. And okay, we can actually try to get him to oh, look, this is the rare moment. Like, I never get this. This is the rare moment where we have a 90% chance of getting the person to join us. And it works. So now this person will fight for us. We can give him weapons. We can trade with him without. Hold on. We can trade with him. We can steal all of his stuff, like his gun, because actually I want the gun. Because NPCs are really bad at using guns, so we could take everything. We could literally strip him naked, but I'm not gonna do that because that would make him really useless. And another thing is that you gotta like make sure that your friend here does not die from starvation, thirst, or wounds. So it's really high maintenance to have a companion. But it's worth it because we will most likely not die in a fight unless the AI, because the companion AI is notoriously shit. I have to change rules. I can change how he will engage in a fight. So actually, I want attack only enemies that I attack first. So this is what I want. I don't want this person to attack like Rambo, because that's how you die in this game. And use silent weapons. Like the cliche with zombie games is that you shoot something loud and you're fucked. The zombies hear you and you know, you get surrounded. And this game, the zombies are not that slow. They're like, I think, slightly slower than your running speed, so you can run away, but you will run out of stamina, and you will die, because then you won't be able to fight back, and you won't be able to run. So this is why it's really important to not get into a bad fight. So this game, like I said, this game has food and thirst things, mechanics, especially for the character, but for the NPC as well. So thankfully in this scenario we start with some food, protein wrappers, and some water. And yeah, a lot of water. There should be at least enough water to last us maybe 2 days. But this is a really interesting. I'm gonna drag this stuff. This is my strat. I usually drag the stuff into a corner and make sure that I have not missed anything, because I wanna see like what is my food and inventory situation, and I can't do that if the stuff is scattered around the place. So I'm gonna take the stuff from the toilets as well, and there's something on the floor. Yeah, okay, there seems to be nothing else. I'm hauling the stuff on the ground, so that's why it's like following me. I could also pick it up, but I don't have enough inventory space to do that. So I think this is everything we have. So if we do... Hold on, I will get this stuff. And I will drop it in this pile with the rest. I think this will be a good way to see, like, what is the scenario of our starting base. So I'm not gonna explain hotkeys. I usually have, actually, I don't need to explain my hotkeys because I have this thing. So this game, it's interesting. You don't need to use your mouse to play this game, and I never do because it's clumsy in my opinion, but you can play it with your mouse to some extent, but the idea is that you use your whole keyboard, well, most of your keyboard to play the game. And on the bottom left you will now see how I do certain shortcuts. I hopefully the Twitch streaming resolution is good enough to facilitate this, so you can see what I'm... Or actually, I don't need to even think about that, because I can just increase the size. So now everyone should be able to see what I'm doing. Good. So we're really lucky. We got a gun. We got some stuff for our survival scenario. No, it's not scenario. Profession. We got our basic stuff. So a phone, a knife, clothes, some water, I think, and a flashlight. So this is like, and on the ground we have water, 15 units of water, and 53 units of protein. So this is gonna last us maybe a week, or maybe less, because we have to feed 2 mouths this time. The water though, this won't last more than 2 days. So we gotta fix this water situation like really quickly. And in this game there are many ways of getting water. You could go to like houses, like if you check the map, you could find like a nearby town, like here, and go to a house and raid the fridge. There's usually some fluids in the fridge. Another option is to find the water heater and just drink that. Like, that's usually clean water. But I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that because we're really far away from the nearest town. We would have to walk a long time unless we find a car. So let's see if there's a car nearby. So I'm using my numpad to walk. That's why you see the numbers. Like so, and I think we are just unlucky. There is no. What is this? Hold on. We're just unlucky. There's no cars around. So this is a vehicle part. So okay. That might be good. I don't know what the alternator is, but maybe we'll find out soon. So what is this? This is a serving area. So I think these things are telecom cabinets. Interesting. So this is like some kind of telephone thing. Telephone center filled with the cabinets. It's really, usually you see a car like near. Oh, there we go. We found a car, but we also saw, we see two things on the west. These are riot control platforms, and yeah, those will like shoot us if we get too close. So we gotta keep our distance. And then we got the zombies. Okay, we're not gonna even go there. So the problem, or maybe we should be far enough to get there. And we're behind the car. Let's check the vehicle. So it has a leaking tank. It has some battery. We could use this car. I think the engine is faulty. So if we even try to use the car, it won't go anywhere. Sad. Yeah, it's how do we fix this? We need a air filter, a fuel filter, and a fuel. Yeah, we don't have the capabilities to fix that. So let's just go back. That's the safest thing to do. And in this game, it's really important to know when to back down and not engage and keep your distance. So you may have noticed that we're very hungry, but hunger is not that bad compared to thirst. So if we get very thirsty, or what's the other? There's a worse debuff or like message after very thirsty. I think it's called dehydrated. If we get dehydrated, then we have to drink water, because the next text after that would be like parched, which is like you're gonna die really soon if you don't fix that one. So we have some kind of building here, science lab, and I think it's a good idea that we can't open it because there's usually some mutants inside the science lab. So sadly there is nothing on the road, but we can harvest some fruit in the trees. So this is the benefit of starting the round at summer instead of spring. So then you have the possibility to just eat nature's bounty. So I'm gonna check this cave. It's this yellow sea, and we can actually use auto move. Ooh, a zombie child. Yeah, it doesn't see us, but it's not a good idea to go there at least. So I'm gonna manually walk around this zombie child. They are nasty. They're hard to hit. They're not that strong, but they're just really annoying. Well, Kraken. Thankfully these are neutral, so they won't attack us. But they are super dangerous. I've never actually been in a cave, so this might be the end of our run if I find something dangerous. So I think we have to use our peek ability. So Shift X is peek. We can like look one tile in front of us without the enemy seeing us. So, and you can also peek upstairs or downstairs. Yes, I think you can. Above. Wait. So I can peek down. Wait, how do you do this? You can't climb here. There's no terrain. Really? Okay. So we just saw a gigantic mole rat. What the fuck? I went down. Ooh, that was a fucking mistake. So yeah, curiosity killed the cat and almost killed me, so let's get the fuck out of here. Or the gigantic mole rat decides to make us a meal. I think it's one of the most strong, one of the strongest, hold on. I think it's one of the strongest animals in the game. Well, mutant, it's not a normal animal, but it's one of the most dangerous natural, or it was actually hostile. Oh, there's a ladybug. This is another dangerous thing that can kill us if it sees us. So, yeah, mutants. Somehow the aliens have like caused the natural nature to mutate. And that's our goal actually, because those mutants, they're really strong, and if we get positive mutations, we can also become really strong. And I've never managed to do that in this game because it's really hard to get to the point. At least I haven't found the easy way to do the mutation run without getting killed by something else while trying to attempt it. So we've done some surveying, and things are looking not sure. They're not looking bad because we can always make we can always craft stuff. So I'm gonna start tearing down the curtains, because this gives us a lot of cloth, I think, sheets, string, and some wood for minimal effort. So I always do this in the beginning. If I start in the evac shelter, I just get this. And then I'm going to go to the crafting menu, which looks overwhelming, but basically there are just tabs for different things we can craft. This is not everything we can craft. We will unlock recipes from reading books and getting levels. So this is just the stuff we already know how to make by memory, but we don't have the items and the tools to make, or the skills. I think that's yeah. We can have recipes which we know, but we don't know how to make. That could be another... No, that's not how it works. If you don't have the skills to make the thing, it won't even show in the... Yeah, I think that's how it works. So I'm gonna start by making something called a... Wait, do we have a lighter? We have matchbook, so we can make fire. We don't need to make a fire making tool like a primitive bow thing. So we can focus on just making something that can boil water. So that's what we want. We want to boil water. So to do that, we need a place to start a fire. And we could start a fire anywhere, but the problem is that it usually spreads if you're not careful where you put the fire. So I'm gonna try to make a brazier, I think it's called. It's a large metal stand used to contain a fire. But it needs hammering too, and some sheet metal. So we can make a hammer as well. So U period hammering. So this will show us all the tools that have hammering that we can craft. So a makeshift hammer, something that we need, as it is the only one with hammering of 2, but we need a chunk of steel, some thread, and a hammering tool of 1. So I think to get a hammering tool of 1, we can get a rock. I think that's like a valid hammering tool, or at least a level 1 hammering tool. Some recipes only need the level 1 hammering, but this one requires hammering of 2. I don't know what the difference. It's probably better at hammering or something. I don't know. But let's get this stone. And now we should have hammering 1 at least. I think that's how it works. So makeshift hammer. So we got the tool, we got sticks, we don't have this or this. The thread one is easy to make. We can just disassemble some of our string into short string, and then we can disassemble the short string into thread. And this is how you get thread. Life hack. So then we need a chunk of steel. So that's pretty easy to get. We just gotta smash some things, or we could disassemble. We can disassemble furniture into components, which is useful, but we need a screwdriver and a prying tool, which is a problem because we don't have either. So we could make a makeshift crowbar, and I think we can also make a screwdriver. This gets really complicated really fast. You have to make tools to make tools to make something. But I think it's nice that you can do it. And we actually need the hammer in order to do this. So we have to make the hammer first. So how do we get a chunk of steel? So I think we can just wield some kind of rock, and we can start to smash. Like, I think we can smash this blocker, and we should get some metal sheet. We got a pipe, some more pipe, and some metal sheet, but no steel. We need a chunk of steel. A computer. This will give us a location. I think I already did it by reflex in the beginning. So yeah, we can access computers, and they have information, and this one it gave us the location to a refugee center. So this is like a like we would ideally, you would want to get here because you can trade stuff with the people in the refugee center. There's a lot of NPCs there, and we can also recruit people to join us. So we would ideally want to get there, but it's not gonna be easy, at least not without a car. We need some kind of a vehicle to get there, and ideally a reinforced vehicle. So we can smash this now because we got the location. Okay. You hear a whack. Like, if you're wondering what's happening in this game, the main like thing is just look at the text. Like, this is what gives you all the context. And we are exhausted from hitting the computer with a rock. So let's wait until we catch our breath and continue smashing it. Now, if we get a message that we seem to do no damage, then we know that our tool is not good enough. This computer is really hard to break. I think I'm gonna go for the pipe. Can break the computer quicker with the pipe. At least I think that's how it works. There we go. Took some time. I'm also gonna break the table. So we got some plastic chunks. Not what we needed, but I'm gonna bring the stuff to this corner. Oh, we're holding a lot, so I'm gonna put the stuff here. We can keep track of our stuff. I'm gonna try to destroy this as well. And it has the same information as the other computer, so do not worry, I did not destroy it for nothing. So I think we still don't have. Let's check the recipe. So it was a makeshift hammer. Yeah, we still don't have a chunk of steel or a lump of steel, so we gotta keep smashing shit until find it. So this could contain it, I think. Scrap metal. Nope. How about this? Nope. There's a solar panel. And yeah, this one had the chunk of steel. I knew one of these things contained. Yeah, so let's get off the roof and let's go back to our pile of shit and let's craft the makeshift hammer. And there we go. Now we can make it. And I think we can make a screwdriver as well. And might as well make a prying makeshift crowbar. Can we make a wrench? Bolt turning. No, we can't make a wrench or anything that would work as a wrench. So we got some basic tools. Now we can actually start to craft stuff. So let's go for the brazier. And we can't make a brazier, so we need one sheet metal. We have small, I think we have like small sheet metal, but we can't use that. So sheet metal. Yeah, we can't even craft it. We don't know how to do it, so I think we have to just make a fire on the floor and hope for the best. But while I'm crafting stuff, I'm gonna make a knapsack from the string and the, you know, string. I think it's just made from string. It's kind of interesting. And then I'm gonna wear it. And this game has a nice mechanic with clothing, so you can like have many layers of clothes to increase armor and warmth, because this game has also time of year. In the summer it's hot, so you're gonna have less clothing. In winter it's cold, so you're gonna have a lot of warm clothing. But on top of that, clothes are encumbering. So if you have a lot of clothes, or in this case 2 backpacks, as they're in yellow, this indicates that they are encumbering us. So it's making our torso harder to move, and that's really bad for fighting. Like this body part will most likely get hit more due to the encumbrance. So that's a thing to keep in mind. I think that's how it works, at least. There might be some more nuanced things there also, but I think it's mostly for just your ability to dodge hits. So we made a sling or a knapsack, so we can store more stuff. And I usually store my tools on myself, because it's really useful to do so. So the makeshift hammer. Yeah. We have the hammer, we don't have the screwdriver. So let's get the screwdriver, and I think we are wielding the crowbar. So it's looking good. It's looking good. Other tools we could make is a knitting needle. I might as well make it, because why not? It's really easy to make. And another one is a wood needle, so we can do some sewing or tailor. We can practice our tailoring, which will give us more things to craft. Right. So, speaking of tailoring, I want to make the most basic armor in the game, which is 2x. Like, you have basically wood pieces attached to your arms and legs, and this would offer some form of protection from bash, cut, and ballistic. So bullets, I think. So yeah, this is something I want to craft, and it's really easy to make. We just need rags, and to make rags, well, we have the other stuff. It's like a wood, string, and rags. So we need this patchwork cotton clothing part. We can easily do that by using our knife to cut up the sheets, and we need a lot of this actually. So let's cut up a lot of sheets, because we can also make bandages out of the sheets or the rags. So this is like a really good way to get your initial items to an acceptable level. Now, as the game progresses, I might talk less because I have to focus, as a lapse of judgment usually has gotten me killed in this game countless times. But in the beginning, it's low stakes. Like, there's nothing that can really kill me in this. There is, but I don't usually fall into that trap, killing myself with some stupid mistake. So we're gonna make 50 rag from the cotton sheets, and then we can craft the 2x arm guards, and the 2x4s on our legs. And then we just wear the shin guards and the arm guards, and that's good. I'm also gonna craft a set for my friend here, because he will most likely get hurt in the process. And this is why I like this game. You can just craft stuff for your companions, and it works, and it's amazing how freeing this game can be. There definitely is a learning curve, but it's worth it in my opinion. So I will give the items to him by trading them. So I made 2 sets of shin guards. No, am I wearing them? I want to give 1 pair. Yeah, I'm wearing the other pair for some reason. And that's a deal. And if we check our friend here, I want to see if he actually used the items. So items worn, we can see that he's not wearing them. Interesting. Maybe he did not like it, but he might wear them if something breaks. It's good to craft it just in case. Okay, I can make a canvas bag, but this is an interesting scenario. We don't actually know how to make a canvas bag, but our friend knows, and he will teach us the recipe. We craft it. And we got tailoring level 1. And oh, I forgot to show you this, but you can see the skills here, and yeah. You can see our proficiencies, our bionics. We can also see our mutations if we have any. We don't. And our current situation. So pain is really bad. Pain usually makes us weaker, and it decreases our focus. And focus usually means how much experience we get from doing shit. And it also, I think, affects how fast we craft stuff. So you definitely want to have a high level of focus. I think it's percentage based, so we get 15% experience compared to 100%. So yeah, definitely we are in some shit right now. What is the problem? We are in pain. And this focus thing is dynamic. So it goes down if we do something that requires focus, but it regenerates if we take a break. But it always, like, it has a trend towards some value. In this case, it's 100 minus the pain level. We're in slight pain for some reason. Probably due to, you know, exhausting ourselves. Yeah. So another thing is we can just get skills by practicing. So we can use, in this case, we don't have to do anything. We don't have to waste any items to train our athletics. So we're gonna do that, because athletics, I think, trains our, it increases our stamina, or not our stamina, but our stamina regeneration, which is really useful. If you run out of stamina in a fight, you're usually dead if you're alone. It does cost a bit of food and water, so it's not completely free, but it's definitely worth it. Another skill is bandaging. Yeah, bandaging is really nice, and we can do advanced bandaging, which is even more nice. At level 2, and we don't want to stop because we get a max level of 3 just by doing this. So we want to keep. Yeah, now we are at a really good level, and this is why I didn't put points into these skills, because we can just get them by practicing them. And another thing is, we can train our computer skill. I didn't know you could do that with a smartphone. Oh, of course, I've never seen this recipe because it's not our recipe. It's a Chance's recipe. So don't stop practicing. I actually want computer too. So we might not be able to craft this if our friend dies due to some mishap. And throwing ability, why not? why not? Oh, we've finished. Oh, we gotta eat something. So I'm gonna eat some apricots. That's fine. And food in this game, it's not just liquids and drinks. No, liquids and solids. Like you can have a food, like a banana, for example, which gives you, it will decrease your thirst and your hunger at the same time. So you just gotta find the right food for the situation, as a watermelon will quench your thirst really efficiently, and it gives you some food, so not as black and white as you might expect for a video game. So we want the throwing 3 though. Yeah, okay, now we got all the skills. Some of these have not turned brown. Brown usually means you get nothing from it, but if we continue training our bandaging, for example, we could get the proficiency wound care, which is I think it makes our wound healing ability, so we can like bandage shit up even more efficiently. So that could be something we might waste, but it takes an hour to complete, so I don't want to waste precious time doing that. Okay, so what do we have? Oh, we made the weapon. No, we made tools. We have no weapon. I'm gonna make a cudgel. This is a really common weapon. If we, oh, nope. If you compare the cudgel with our crow, shit. Hold on. The hotkeys, I forget. There we go. If we compare our makeshift crowbar with our cudgel, which we just made, it's on the floor. You can see that the cudgel it's better. It's just it has more damage, 14 compared to 10, and the cudgel works best against agile. I don't know what best means. Maybe like non-armored slow enemies. I think this is what that means. And if we have a fast enemy, like a child, usually is lower damage and armored. But yeah, this is just better in every way. It has a 2-hit bonus. Even when the bash damage itself is lower, because we hit more often, we get more damage per second. And we also get free techniques, which get automatically used when we fight, so we have a chance to stun our enemy for 2 turns. They should really like nerf this weapon, really OP. But it only happens on crit. It's kind of balanced, but crits are pretty common though, so yeah, interesting. And we have rapid strike. We can hit, I think, in half the time, or we use half of our movement points. We like each round, like each time we move, we like expend some amount of movement points, and this would mean that we use half of the points. But we also do only 66% of the damage, so we like hit more often, I think. Yeah. Or when we use the technique randomly, we just hit quicker. I think that's how it works. And we also have a high blocking ability. So I don't know why this weapon is in the game, because you literally need wood and a cutting tool of 1. Like, come on. It's like, it makes a lot of the weapons obsolete, I would say. Because it's just too good, in my opinion. Or maybe I have not found the the correct strategy to utilize the other weapons. I can't really say. But now we have everything we need, I think. we do. I would like to have a tool with boiling, because with this we can actually, if we find dirty water like in a toilet or in a puddle, we can clean it by boiling the water, and then we can drink it without getting like deadly ass parasites or some shit. So yeah, definitely it's a mandatory thing to boil your water before you drink. But sadly, I don't think we can make. Yeah, there is no way we can make a tool with boiling, which is sad. But it's not the end of the world, because we still have this. We can make fruit juice. And fruit juice is really good. I'm gonna eat the pulp. Make some fruit juice. Then I'm gonna eat the pulp once again. No. There we go. And this gives us quench and calories. So it's really, and joy, it gives us joy. So this is another mechanic. So if you want more focus, you can do that by doing fun stuff. So if we now check our morale, our focus trend is towards 104. So yeah, keep yourself happy, because you get more XP, and it's a good thing to do. Right, so yeah, I think I'm gonna drop some useless stuff. Like, I don't think I need the knapsack. I think I'm gonna unload the messenger bag into my knapsack and drop my... Wait, didn't unload it. I'm sure I... No? Maybe we can't. Maybe the knapsack doesn't have enough capacity. Yeah, we have to wear both. It's not ideal, but it's better than nothing. And I forgot to get my cudgel. Oh, and yeah, I forgot. I keep forgetting. It's like I have Alzheimer's or something. I need to give this I need to give my friend here a weapon, because I took his pistol. You remember? So I'm gonna give him the cudgel, because it's a good weapon. So he will use it, I think. Please say that you're using the weapon. I can't tell. D. I mean, he has to use the weapon. He has nothing else on him. Can I somehow check his armor as well? Nope. Unlucky, but I'm gonna make another cudgel. And then I'm going to wield the cudgel. And I'm going to drink some water. And I will give some water to this friend of mine. And some food as well. Oh. I'm gonna drop. No, this is better. I just trade. D. It's the hotkey for trading. I'll give him the blueberries. This, and I'll give him maybe 10 of the. Yeah. Then I will drop 30 on the floor, and I will pick up 5 of the water. So this is good. This is good for now. So I think, yeah, we can't make any armor. Yeah, there's no armor we can make for the head, so we just gotta go. And we see a dangerous enemy, a wasp. Now this usually is really deadly, because they are super fast, and they do a lot of damage, and they can fly. So you can't really go outrun them, or jump over a fence, or do anything. They're faster. So it's the worst thing you could face in this game alone. We might be able to kill it with this friend here, but I'm not gonna even try, because getting wounded in this game is you never get anything good out of it. Except you do get a bit of dodging skill, and you do get a bit of fighting skill. So it's not completely useless to fight, but the benefits outweigh the negatives. So I'm going to just do some exploring, as I need to find some metal sheets to make this brazier thing that will contain our fire. And I also need to find some kind of container that will allow us to boil the water. Or we could just craft a brazier, as that counts as a receptacle for boiling. Or I'm not sure if it does, because you need to place it down. Yeah, I don't think that works. So we need some kind of boiling tool. Another wasp. A possum, that's not dangerous, of course. Yeah, these are just wild animals. I might as well pick some food while I'm here. And eat this, because we get joy and we get calories. Calories are really good. And this game, being full is not the same as being nourished. Like, you could eat a watermelon, get really full, yet you get like 10 calories or something, and you would still like lose weight and slowly like starve yourself. So you gotta get like calorie dense food, I think, to prevent that from happening. As oops, we got really close to a wasp there, and there's a super spider. Yeah, this is not a fun place to be, so I think we will just go straight forward. What was I saying again? I forgot. There's a dog, a douche hound. Oh, so we found a source of water. We could consume it, but as we can see, there's a warning message that we might get a dragonfly. Okay, so there's a dragonfly somewhere. So let's check. Shit. I hope we won't die, but so I'm gonna examine. Oh. Can I examine up? What was the shortcut to do that? I think we need to enable experimental vision so we can see above us. So we're gonna check. There is I think there is something flying above our head. So let's go to examine mode. And no, I don't see this. I don't see this mosquito. A giant dragonflies. Oh, so a dragonfly from a distance shot something at us. What the fuck? So yeah, sometimes the mutants have some really unpredictable and shit! I forgot to take my bandages with me. And my friend here is not following me for some reason. So we're bleeding, but we're only bleeding slightly, I think. Yeah, we are. I think pink means that we have minor bleeding. Dark red is like normal bleeding. Then we have like red. We have black with a red background, and that's like super bleeding. And that's something we don't want to get ourselves into. The bleeding should stop soon, like now. So I'm gonna go back to my base because I forgot to... No, fast travel does not work, sadly. I forgot to take bandages. So... Oh, and we found a glass bottle. Is this a receptacle that we can use to boil shit? It is! This is what we wanted. So we were super lucky to find this, because now we can make... we can basically just make fresh water. But we have no container to put the water in, so it's not that good. So I think if we drink all of our water and we have like empty bottles, then we can fill them back. And I've stepped into some bush by accident. Yeah. So I can refill the water bottles when I need to. Oversized crows. Oh shit. So I think we shooted our... So we gotta hold on. The crows are coming, I think. Really annoying shit. I think they're not that dangerous, but they're just like really annoying. They like swoop down to hit you, and then they retreat, and do that over and over again till you like go far away or something. Really annoying. Really annoying enemies. So there was a slight detour around the forest. And hopefully you see what this game is all about if you're not familiar with it. So... Oh, it's bandage. What happened to the bandages? Oh, I think I used up the bandages because I was training the medical thing. So I have to craft more of these. There we go. And I will take the antiseptic. I forgot to do this. I'll take the antiseptic with me, as we will run into a situation where a zombie bites us. And in this game you don't get like infected, you get an infection. So you just like if you get a really bad wound and you don't heal it, like in real life it could get infected, and that's not good. But you're not gonna turn into a zombie just from the infection, unless you die from unless the infection itself kills you. Then you might come back again as a zombie. So that makes fighting zombies easier, because you don't have to worry about losing your humanity. But it doesn't still help, because they're still zombies and there are a lot of them. Where is the antiseptic? Oh, there we go. And also I'm gonna give my friend here. I'm gonna give my friend some. I'm gonna give the antiseptic and 20 of the bandages. Because then he can heal himself. Because I don't want to feed him or heal him. He needs to do that himself. But I do have to give him the food. That's like, and the items. But thankfully he does know how to use it. Septic. And this should be good. Was there painkillers? That's another thing. Aspirin. Yes. Aspirin is really good. It will make sure that if you're in really deep pain, we can slightly reduce the pain. And because if you get like intense pain, you also lose strength, movement speed, and you just deteriorate really quickly. So it's a really good and cheap way of just prolonging your suffering, or well, I think that's the word, because this game is quite suffering, but a fun kind of suffering. Masochism. Not sure if that's the right word for it. Serving area. So that's the... Oh right, we can now... They had these cabinets, I think, filled with computer shit. Like telephone wires or something. But the idea is that I can actually disassemble these cabinets and get the resources. But sadly, this is stuff that I don't need. So I think I'm gonna just take some wire and make some lockpick. Because this game has a lot of locked stuff, from gun cabinets to doors to windows. It's a lot more discreet if we just break in like a robber. So it's the middle of the night now, and this is actually good because zombies, they can't see shit in the dark. Neither can we, but because we can fight them like one at a time usually in the dark, this is just a better solution. But it's like a two-handed sword, because we could also walk into like a super duper zombie and we're fucked because we can't see it from a distance. So it's kind of like a win-win Or a win-win, yeah, win-win for both. Oh, he's eating some. I wonder why he stops sometimes, but he's just a fat buck. So we are close to our town, and why did he throw his cudgel? Fucking dumbass. So he's gonna use his fists now. But I need to tell him to not do that, okay? Yeah, the AI is just dumb. So don't use ranged weapons. Please. And this only attack enemies, yeah. And follow me around 2 paces. And this should prevent him from killing himself. Oh, and we have to give him the weapon. So he should fight. Yeah. But he won't move, so it's kind of a shit situation, but it's a lot safer to do it like this. So if we stand together, you can just keep smashing these fuckers. And there's like this exclamation mark, and basically in this game, if you don't smash your zombies after you kill them, they will come back in a couple of days. So you gotta like make sure that they're like really screwed, like really mashed up. And zombies drop shit, so it's a good way to get free items. Well, not free, we're trading health and durability for stuff. And we have a pistol, but we're not gonna use this for zombies we can kill. We only want to use our pistol if we find ourselves in a situation where the enemy is stronger than us in melee. So then we just wanna cap his ass, or whatever ass approaches us. Yes. So we found some flyers. I think this can give us some information. But we can't read it. Shit. Sometimes we get some. Yeah, it's too dark to read. Sometimes these give us like it shows us stuff on the map. So like useful shit. So there's another zombie. Let me just it like this. Together we are stronger. Yeah, this must be the best setting for an NPC to not move, because then I can control the fight. Like that, we can like insta-kill these fuckers now when we hit together. Some meth. Nice. So we can also use meth to temporarily increase our speed. We can't open this. We need we need an actual crowbar to open the door. But we should be able to use our lockpick. Oh, fuck. I forgot. We left the lockpick on the floor. That sucks. We crafted it on the like place, like at the telephone place, but we left it there. Sad times. So I'm trying to find another way to get inside the house, because if we break in, we make a lot of noise, and usually that means that zombies will like surround us, and we do not want that. So soap, useful for cleaning shit, especially dirty clothes. Towel, useful for drying ourselves. We get wet for some reason, as being wet is really bad in terms of makes us sad, and sad is not huge. Aluminium can, a t-shirt, sure. So we're scavenging the house and we found a fridge. So I'm going to eat. So milk. If you find milk, you gotta drink it, because this goes bad in one day. It's like really quick. So you gotta focus on the foods that go bad quickly. And the longer you play, you're gonna notice that fridges will be filled with rotten shit. Like a week into the invasion, we will no longer find fruit jam that's fresh anymore. So like the beginning is like really useful, and we can see our daily calorie intake, so we can make sure that we get overweight or underweight if we look at this. I'm not sure how much calories we need to spend though. I think it depends on our like how much we're moving, but yeah, I can't really pick up this shit either, so I think I'm going to just clear out the zombies and come here later. So now we got a new enemy type, a feral human. So those usually drop. They throw stones, but they're not that dangerous. They're just, and they always drop a crowbar or a fire axe and some clean clothes. And you can never say no to clean clothes. And a headlamp. Oh. And he's actually bandaging us, so that's a nice thing. Always give your companions some items, as they will. Oh, and we finally found some magazines, so it's good idea to get anything that's readable, because you can get free skills just from reading books. So let's check the houses for any zombies and come back in the morning. Shit. It's blocking us. So this is a really oh, there's something outside or inside. So he made a sound. Not good. There we go. Some full metal jacket bullets. 9mm. Not bad. So, are there any zombies? I'm going to eat a painkiller as a preemptive measure. So this is a lot of loot. We are doing good. We are doing really good. We have to be careful. And a car. Let's check the car. It's lacking wheels, so we can't really do shit. We could install new wheels. Or this could mean that it has wheels, but the wheels are do not inflated, so we would have to fix the wheels. Or inflate them. And there's a spare wheel here and a bottle jack, so that's a possibility. So we got like 3 critical hits in a row. That's like super stun. Easy. Okay, and a zombie heard us because fighting also makes a lot of noise. So let's just... I think I'm gonna... we had no desktop sound all this time. Couldn't hear what I was doing. If the sound is too loud on the game, just type in the chat and I'll be able to see that. Why did he go in? I did not tell him to move in. Yeah, the AI is unpredictable. Even though I told him not to move, that's what he did. Damn, this cockroach is fucked. I think we're gonna like not fight as these cockroaches. What the fuck? At least he was smart enough to kill the cockroaches. But we are not doing good. We have 2, like, we die if our torso or our head goes to 0. So, yeah, it's kind of a dangerous game. And we are in severe pain, which usually gives us a debuff. Of yeah, it gives us -3 on strength, dexterity, intelligence. This is like, you don't want to fight when you're in pain. And we're still bleeding. Why didn't my friend here heal my torso? So we're still in pain, so let's pop some pills. Pop some pills. And wait for like 30 minutes so that the pills have time to actually do something. We're still in unimaginable pain, but we are at strength 10, which is okay, I think. Okay, so there's a zombie here. Shit. So our torso is not doing good. So I think we have to sleep. Yeah, that's how you get health. You just bandage yourself and go to sleep, and that usually heals your problems. But we can't do that if the house is filled with zombies. So let's clear this house, and once it's clear, Yeah, once it's... I have... Actually, the toilet or the bathroom, it has better bandages. And those will make us heal even more. So let me find the bathroom of this house. We close the windows. I don't want to invite any more zombies here. And holy shit, thing is... yeah. This game is not good for your wrist. It's easy to get like carpal tunnel, you know, moving with the keypad. This this dude needs to relax. He's blocking us. So where is the bathroom? Oh, it's here. So there is no bandages here. There's just like shit bandages. So I will go across the street because I know the house adjacent. So this house, I'm sure this has cotton balls. No bandages. Maybe this one? No, what? How am I this unlucky? Multivitamin though, this might make us heal faster. But no, like, one adhesive bandages. But I don't want adhesive bandages, I want actual bandages, because if you apply a thing to your wound, it will give you a rating. The higher the rating, the more you heal, or the quicker you heal. Yeah, so we checked these houses. I think I'm gonna do something risky. No, I'm not gonna smash the window. I already have like a small amount of health. We just gotta go to sleep. There's nothing else we can do. Or maybe this is the house. No, we just gotta go to sleep. Oh, there's another toilet in this house. Or another bathroom. They say anti-parasitic drug. This would be good if we drink some toilet water, but we're not gonna do that. So I'm going to just yeah, I'm gonna sleep because I already bandaged my wounds, and hopefully we won't get waken up by zombies. And here we can see the time is going by, and we're getting health. And the body parts do not have to be bandaged to heal, but the bandaging just takes, or the healing just takes too long, too much time. If the body part is not bandaged. Oh, and now we got some zombies. Yep. Here we go. Goodbye. And there's a there are a lot of zombies because they can actually see us now. So let's take care of a couple of them by kiting them first. Nice. Then there's a fat zombie. We want to take care of this one as well. And there we go. There's another one. There's 2 zombies. But we only want to get one of them to follow us, so we gotta be careful. So that's good. The other one might come. So we gotta be careful. Apply some bandages. Oh, he healed me. But look at you. And then we have one more zombie. And we'll just keep doing this until the area is like considerably safer. And the thing with sound is that when we walk we make some sound, and it's like, I think it's like 5 tiles. So anything in a 5 tile radius will hear us. So we gotta keep in mind that sometimes zombies might just hear us. Okay, I'll check the other side as well. This is where our loot resides in. Okay, so there are a couple of zombies on the streets. Which is fine. And there is, yeah, a couple of zombies here as well. So it saw us, and we have to make sure that we don't accidentally lure the zombie inside the car, because they will start to smash the car instead because they're stupid. And that will make a lot of noise, and it will possibly even break the car if it's a good one. So, right, so what else? So there's a zombie soldier. These are quite dangerous. They have a lot, they're armored. That's the problem. So and they do more damage, like I think 4 times as much compared to one zombie, so they're not easy pickings either. So we don't want to lure these guys. Those are too strong for now. So I will check this vehicle. Lack of wheels. That's a common problem with these cars. Or it's not a lack of wheels, it's usually flat tires. But yeah, it's a problem nevertheless. So let's climb this fence. Can our friend do it? Yes. And there's a zombie in the yard. Let's make sure we get it and smash, smash, smash. Let's eat these balls, malted milk balls. Brownies. There we go. Can we get inside? No, we have to lockpick if we want to get inside. But we sadly left our lockpick. We could make more. We could make more lockpicks. Cannabis. Can we make blunts? Yeah, you can take many kinds of drugs in this game, apparently. So that seems to be clear. Let's check this. Let's wait for our friend. And yeah, this seems to be like some high-end housing, because these buildings, I think. Oh yeah, the windows, the doors are, you know, metal doors, so we can't get in, but the windows we can. And now hopefully no zombies hurt us. There shouldn't be any zombies close by, but we never know. Can never know. A joint. Let's take the joint. Can we use the joint? We can. Nice. So I'm not sure what kind of benefits we get from weed. It's a depressant. Not sure if that's a good thing. But it's definitely making us happier, so yeah. Anything goes, I guess. Still no bandages. Oh yeah, now we can see that the milk has gone wrong. The milk is rotten. Oh shit. Don't grab, don't examine, eat. So yeah, the milk is fucked, so we gotta just eat the next best thing, which would be actually the stuff in our backpack. So that will go bad in a couple of days. Let's check downstairs. There should be. Yeah, this contains 49 clean water, because we accidentally emptied all of our bottles. So this is a like easy way to get water. Just get it out of the water heaters. At least I think that's what it is. Water heater, yeah. That's the best way to do it. Soldering iron. Good for crafting shit. Leather pants. Don't mind if I do, actually. And there is nothing else except a bottle of salt water. The radio system. That was kind of useless. And there is a smoke cloud. Hot smoke. Yeah. So I'm gonna check the other house as well. I think I'm gonna stop for now. It's almost 2 hours. Yeah. So this is a good run. I'm gonna check this house, and then I'm gonna go back to the base, and then I'm gonna stop recording there. If you're wondering about my streaming schedule, it's usually on the weekends. I don't have like times yet, but on the weekends and sometimes on the weekdays, depending on my mood and schedule. Yeah. Do we have bandages? No. We do have a magazine. Smartphone. And downstairs, we have a punching bag. We actually could go for intermediate athletics. We get level 5 if we do this. But our focus is very low, so I'm not sure if it's a good idea. I think we'll just stop at level 3 because we don't have enough focus to do this efficiently. So somebody's personal, and 11 water, so not bad. Not bad. So now we're gonna just go back to our base, and that's it. I'm gonna use auto walk. So if you enjoyed this, then just follow and check the YouTube. I usually post the recordings there, because I'm recording this while I'm streaming. It's like a 2-in-1 package. Because otherwise it would make no sense when I'm talking to what, 0 people, I think. How can I'm not sure if I can even see how many people are watching. It's probably at least 1 person. But yeah, that's pretty cool. So anyways, I'm gonna stop here, and thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.